Let's create a Viking helmet here in ZBrush. To get started, I'm going to go to Initialize. I'm going to switch X, Y, and Z to 8, 8, 8 and do Q Sphere. Go into Deformation and click on Unify. Turn on the polyframe and click on Auto Groups. Go to zModeler. I'm going to go to this edge right here. Let me go to Delete Poly Loop, and I'm just going to delete this entire loop. Click here, go to Delete Island, and click on this island as well. I can turn the double on just so I can see through. Now I'm just going to simply mask these points here, press Control and click to flip them, grab I move, and if I wanted to, I can pull this down. And if I go on the side view, I could also jump out of the perspective view and maybe change the angle of this bottom part of the helmet. Maybe I can even make it just a little bit larger as well. Now I have something like this. Control and drag to get rid of the mask. I would love to create something that looks like a T right here, like a T design right in the front. To do that, I'm going to go to zModeler. Let me hover over this point, go to Slice Mesh. I'll do points, and I'll just cut from here all the way to over here, and maybe up here, and then come back here. So essentially just creating something like this. Even though my active symmetry is on, you can see that it's not slicing on both sides, which is okay because I can just mirror it and do mirror and weld to make sure that it is on both sides. Now, if I press Alt, I can select these faces here, press spacebar, go to delete single poly, and just simply click to delete those. Now I have this interesting T shape in the front. Let's go ahead and add some thickness to this. I'm going to go to zModeler. Let me go to extrude all polygons, literally take all of this and just give it some thickness. Next, I would love to use this border inside and create some kind of a thickness to it. So I'm going to turn the polyframe on. Let me do auto groups. And to isolate this border inside, I'm going to go to poly group, poly loop. I'm just going to simply click, go to split. Let me do split to groups. That's going to put this inside edge on its own layer. I'm going to select it. And to add some thickness, of course, I can go back to zModeler, go to extrude all polygons, and literally just pull this out to create a little bit of a border. If I wanted to pull out just the front, I can do that too. I can go to extrude poly loop, take this entire thing and just pull it out in front. If I felt like I needed to adjust some of this, I can of course simply merge everything back together. Let me jump out of the polyframe, and maybe I can grab something like the move, turn on my active symmetry, and if I wanted to, I could adjust this very easily because this is so low poly. Maybe I want to have a little more room for my eyes, and I actually like the idea of making this a little more organic and a little more fun. I can even take the front here, just pull it forward, and just create something just a little more dynamic. If I needed to smooth something, I can very carefully, just holding down the shift key, just make sure I don't have anything strange or weird, and all of this is somewhat smooth. Let's add some horns. To do that, I can duplicate this helmet, go into move, click on the gear icon, and choose something like the cone 3D, for example. I think this is perfect. I can go to solo. If I wanted to, I can of course press W, maybe make this a little bit longer, and let's say I want to bend this as well. So I'm going to go here, go to bend curve, using these dots, using the orange cone, you can control the dots, but I just want to create like a low poly cone right here. If I wanted to make this a little bit smoother, of course I can go into zModeler, go to bevel, let's do edge loop complete, and we can easily add a couple extra loops to make this low poly but still somewhat smoother. Let's jump out of the solo, go back to the front, and now I just have to simply take this and put it into the right position. All right, now I have something like this. I would love to have two of them, so I'm going to simply mirror it, do a mirror and weld. And to add additional shape, I can go to zModeler. Let me hover over this edge, go to insert. I'll do single edge loop with active symmetry and just simply do something like this. Then go back to zModeler. Let me do extrude poly loop, and I can literally take this right here and just pull it out. I can hover over this edge, go to insert. Let me do a single edge loop with the active symmetry. I can maybe add additional loops right here. Now what I can do is I can go back to zModeler. I'm in polygon actions. Let me go to extrude poly loop. I can take this entire loop and just pull it out. All right, and here we go. We have a low poly Viking helmet. We can of course do a lot more detail, but at this point it's only 1,000 polygons, and it's a beautiful start to continue playing. Maybe add some bevels, add some more rivets and bolts, maybe beat it up with some scratches, and you're on your way to making something awesome.